they've built that in where they're going to turn off those mics so that somebody can't ramble or scream at somebody. You know, not that my husband would be the one doing that. No. And so that's already been negotiated. And, you know, I think the American people deserve a debate because you need to see your choices. You need to see Trump, and you need to see the president, and you need to see the differences. And my husband's, and you're going to see how smart he is and the experience he has. And then you'll see somebody who, like you're saying, I'm going to use Joy's words, can't put a sentence together, and everything is beautiful.
He couldn't put a sentence together.
Backfired on them bad.
So bad. Jill might be running the world right now.
Can't put a sentence together, and everything is beautiful, and it's wonderful.
Tremendous. Big league.
Tremendous. Yeah. So I think the American people deserve to see the two men who are running for this office because your choice is going to be clear.
It was the health care. We fixed the health care.
It's the sound, bro.
And it went to this. This was funny.
Joe, you did such a great job. You answered every question. You knew all the...
It's like he's a kid.
Yeah, like he got a...
Good job, Joe.
You might
be right, Todd. She might be running the country right now.
Good job, Joe. You got an award for being out there, buddy.
Joe, you did such a great job. You answered every question. You knew all the... And let me ask the crowd, what did Trump do? Why? Yes.
And then...
No,
in the books and in front of the voters tonight, along with Aaron Burnett, the first word on what those voters might make of it from our political professionals, from our CNN Flash poll and swing state focus group. We'll be talking to surrogates, including Vice President Harris, getting fact checks from our Daniel Dale and new reporting.
He had to get helped off the stage.
See, that's why our country look like.
Good.
I'm glad this kind of happened, man.
This
is exposed to fake media.
You know, we got two parties that believe different. There's a lot of people that believe, you know, I want to hear the Democrat side, you know. I'm not just going to act like we geniuses, you know. But it's like they can't even push their message, you know.
So, I mean, well, what you
that's
supposed
why
to
it's
do?
Sad, you know, it's like, dang, bro, we're supposed to be one of the strongest countries in the world. And, you know, even if Trump wins, Biden and their party is supposed to be a damn good
But obviously, usually, you know, the media will say the media say, you know, their agenda is actually right until this debate that CNN really said this man is lying. That's the first time. That was the first time I ever seen them say
it was too exposed.
This man is
somebody lying.
They used to say Trump's lying. We used to see Trump every day on everybody's platform saying that man lying. That man need to be in jail. That man. Why ain't nobody saying Joe need to get off the stage?
They're saying it now.
There was something about the debate that threw him into this state that he was in, because watch this. While Donald Trump was probably enjoying a celebratory platter of cheeseburgers, President Biden made an appearance at a watch party a little while after the debate, and he scarcely resembled the guy from earlier in the evening. This is really unbelievable. Watch.
Look, folks, what's going to happen over the next couple of days is they're going to be out there fact-checking all the things he said. I can't think of one thing he said that was true. No, I'm not being facetious. But look, we're going to beat this guy. We need to beat this guy. And I need you in order to beat him. You're the people I'm running for.
So suddenly, no colds. Suddenly he was 63. You know? Yeah. What happened?
Yeah, so people were saying he had a cold, and he
didn't
cough
or
too old,
sneeze.
guys.
He didn't cough or sneeze not once.
At least he told the policies that we want him to push, you know. And you know, she's saying after the event, suddenly he ain't have a good day. She just proved the point.
Like if y'all saw Joe Biden on the airplane, y'all would help him get his bags from the overtop.
He would need a wheelchair.
You know what make it crazy?
He could not make it to Terminal A to Terminal D
without
a wheelchair.
That is crazy. You know what make it more insane? That they said they're going to fact check everything Trump said, and they end up happening to him.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me ask you, is it even possible to replace Biden at this stage of the game? And have Republicans considered replacing their candidate, as Sonny pointed out, with someone who isn't a twice impeached serial liar and a convicted felon?
Well, clearly the Republicans have not. right? As Anna just mentioned, they're not going to do. They're going to fall in line, unlike the Democrats. I liked what I saw from Kamala. I liked what I saw from Gavin. She said he had a slow start but a strong finish. But I've been watching him for 3.5 years, and I know what he can do. With Kamala, the vice president, by his side, that gives me great comfort. With Gavin Newsom as a potential successor, that gives me great comfort. I have no comfort in who would succeed Donald Trump because he has said that he's going to be a dictator from day one. Yeah. So in my...
He was already president. How wasn't he a dictator?
When did he say that? Can we get the clip on that?
If not Biden, who would it be? And that's where it would get very complicated because the logical place you would look if the president steps aside is the vice president, Kamala Harris. And hey, she ran for president once. You assume she has presidential ambitions. Here's the issue there. She's very well known, and this is her favorable, unfavorable score in 2 recent polls. And frankly, compare it to Biden. She's 41% favorable in the Fox News poll. In that same poll, Joe Biden was 44%. So she's had 3 points less. In the Economist YouGov poll, same poll, Joe Biden was sitting at 39%. She's at 37%. So if you're looking to the vice president, you have to ask yourself, does that actually put you, if you're a Democrat, in a better position politically? Nope. And then the question would become, if you say it doesn't, would Kamala Harris also agree to step aside and let a brand new ticket come in? Or is that something she would fight? Would you have complications there? But if you got to that next level and it's not Kamala Harris, then the issue is stature. Who of any stature could you put in who Democrats would agree on? There'd be consensus immediately, and maybe who the country...
It'll be so funny when we hear, dun. Then goddamn Hillary Clinton come out. Dun.
Hey, we might see...
The Grim Reaper's here.
Might see Michelle, bro.
It's Big Mike, nigga.
Hey, I can see Hillary Clinton.
We're gonna take this shit out. I'm the threat to democracy.
Head coach finna get fired.
Hillary out there, bro.
Hold on, why he's not getting impeached? If they felt like this and was letting this nigga ride this long, why is he still in the Oval Office right now? Twinkling
almost over now.
Twinkling his toes and stuff right now.
Like, people saying we lean right, and it's just like, bro, it's not hard right now because it's like if we look at Joe, and then we look what Jamal Bowen and AOC just did. It's like, damn, bro, where are the good Democrats?
They're hiding.
Gavin's very articulate, but then he has the worst state. Kamala isn't light. They call him Michelle Big Mike. Like, where is that? You know? Oh man.
A new ticket come in, or is that something she would fight? Would you have complications there? But if you got to that next level and it's not Kamala Harris, then the issue is stature. Who of any stature could you put in who Democrats would agree on and be consensus immediately, and maybe who the country knows? And there's not much polling on some of the names that you hear. This was conducted by Ipsos for an interest group earlier this year. And there's a lot of names I would like to test, but these are the 3 that they did test in this poll, just to give you a sense of it. Pete Buttigieg.
Pete sound like a good guy.
Buttigieg.
You
gonna put Buttigieg out there?
Pete, I've seen him talk before. Hey, it's just, bro.
That's President Buttigieg.
Even though the policies aren't good, at least it's have an articulator. Bro.
That's
they should have had a better articulator.
They're not letting Buttigieg win. A dude whose name is Buttigieg.
He probably be giving over that Buttigieg. No, I'm sorry, y'all. Pause.
This was conducted by Ipsos for an interest group earlier this year. And there's a lot of names I would like to test, but these are the 3 that they did test in this poll, just to give you a sense of it. Pete Buttigieg, favorable 30, unfavorable 28. That's still a lot who don't know him. Gavin Newsom, look at that. Almost half the country doesn't have an opinion of him, but those that do, it's already double digits negative. Gretchen Whitmer, the governor of Michigan, the vast majority, no opinion of her, 17 among those who do. And again, there's other names out there you're already probably hearing, like Josh Shapiro, the governor of Pennsylvania, Amy Klobuchar, senator from Minnesota. But this is a sense of the numbers when you get beyond Biden and Harris and those big name national figures. you get a lot of people. It's a question mark. You know, you can see Democrats might see potential talent nationally and say a Gretchen Whitmer, but that's a big question mark.
It is game time, brother.
It's too late.
The March Madness has started.
It's too late.
She be received by the public, and would that give Democrats pause? And then you start to ask the question, well, okay, is there any Democrat out there who has the kind of national stature and national popularity who could step in and immediately unite the party and be strong against Trump? And we're looking around for names here. You hear this one a lot. There is absolutely no indication she has any interest, but just to give you a sense, Michelle Obama, the last time we polled her on this question of favorable, unfavorable, now it's been a few years, but it was 57, I'll try to write this down, it was 57% favorable and just 25% unfavorable. So that's the kind of profile just in terms of, widely known, and look at that, much more popular, more than twice as popular as unpopular there in the poll. That's the kind of profile the Democrats would probably want in this situation. But beyond Michelle Obama, not sure where you could find that, Chris.
They finna throw Michelle out there. Bro, bro. They cannot put Michelle out there this late, bro.
No, they can't.
That'll let you know who's running the country again.
We gonna hear the Undertaker song come on, bro. I'm telling y'all.
Somebody,
they gonna have
your guess is they're gonna place them.
No, they throwing
and
Michelle.
They might got to, bro, but I mean, you need some clout. You need a lot of people to know you.
No, so it comes down to are they gonna do it or not.
Is they gonna throw Michelle out there or not?
I think they're gonna stick with it.
It looks bad, bro. They have to stick with it. It's gonna look too bad. It's gonna look too bad.
You know how bad it'll look?
It looks bad already. If he does that again, he's gonna
That's why I said it's a lose-lose.
There's
nothing they can do. It's over with. They lost.
To be honest with you, they gotta let him. They gotta let him
focus on next season.
Next 4 years.
They gotta let him ride, bro. Because he's the president right now. Yeah. What that look like? What that look like as our president right now? You telling me he can't be the president?
That's what. Yeah.
Why is there's no impeachments? Why is no system to get that man out of there right now? If you feel like he's not ready to debate,
man, they need to put on the Undertaker song and let Michelle and Hillary come out at the same time. It said, we're not letting the enemy such a puppet show. That'd be so funny. We're not going to let you steal our democracy. We're both going to debate you. And that would be so fucking funny,
it would be hilarious.
They need Hillary or they need Big Mike out there.
Need something.
They should have been propping Gavin, bro. I think they would have did.
Gavin's over
this, bro. We been said this months and months ago.
We did.
We said, please put Gavin.
We were just waiting to see what happened. It is a dumpster fire, as we predicted.
They didn't even have a Democrat debate, bro.
Yeah, we saw it, bro.
We knew exactly what was going to happen.
We predicted all this. This is why I'm not surprised in the slightest, because we predicted this.
Yeah, we seen it coming.
My view, if we're going to talk about successors, yes, you may want to talk about a Hakeem Jeffries. The way, you may want to talk about Hakeem. The way Nancy Pelosi looked inside of herself and passed the baton. You may want to do that. You may want to think about Pete Buttigieg, who I'm not sure if this country is ready for a gay president, but I think he's certainly qualified. And Gavin Newsom.
We knew it. Buttigieg. He was giving up that Buttigieg. He was giving up that Buttigieg.
Again, qualified. Is the governor, runs one of the largest economies in the world. But again,
I think people think of him as too liberal, don't you?
I don't think so. I think he's ready. I think any of those people are ready. But remember, we have Joe.
Y'all saying the current president right now isn't ready. Are you right, Todd? This is crazy.
It's not surprising. Why are y'all doing surprise? It's agendas. They don't
Biden, and we have the vice president of the United States who looked very strong last night.
She did. And I think what you saw from both of them last night, from Gavin Newsom and Kamala Harris, who are two of the names that get the most mention as possible replacements,
think about this.
That they're loyal to Joe Biden. So this entire conversation of...
It just hurts my heart that this man is our president right now. All these things we have seen, and y'all still want to leave this man in the office right now. Where's the impeachment papers at on the desk?
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
What's going on,
it's too close to the end.
I'm not surprised, bro.
You cannot let him ride at this point.
Joe has said some crazy shit, like him saying he didn't kill any troops and didn't have any troops killed. But the fact that they were saying Trump will put us in more world wars than Biden. That should right there actually should be yeah, these people don't know.
Bro.
They know what's going on, but they too far gone.
Joe
evil
Biden is talking to the Reaper. He's telling us he's talking to veterans that are dead. That boy is talking to the Reaper.
Nah, it's bad.
That is bad. He is seeing the light every time he step on the stage. Not the light that's,
The fact that Biden has brought terrorists and it had people that a lot of Muslims.
We go through the
I'm saying he has a lot of Muslims upset in this country right now.
The world saw.
They did see it. But I'm saying the fact that they can't realize that it's Muslims in this country that are upset with what Joe Biden has done, and Trump's more of a threat to your life. Come on, let's hear what she has to say, bro.
From Gavin Newsom and Kamala Harris, who are two of the names that get the most mention as possible replacements, is that they're loyal to Joe Biden. So this entire conversation of replacing Joe Biden, I don't think is feasible unless Joe Biden himself decides to
what about
get
Jill?
out of the...
How much influence will Jill have on him?
I hope that the people that love him would step in, because I guarantee if that was someone I loved, I'd be up in his ear now. You gave him a chance. He deserved that reverence. He was the incumbent president. He was not primaried, but the voters have spoken on Donald Trump. As sad as that is, they have spoken. It would be discounting their votes for anyone to retreat him now. But I think the problem here is even Governor... If they were to pull back on Biden is different. He wasn't primaried. Donald Trump was primaried. They had other options and they chose him, and that's very sad. What you said, Sonny, about the reason you'd vote for him, I know 3.5 years, that's what all of us who would vote for him would say. The problem here are those people that are wavering, that are dissatisfied, that are unhappy. Don't say, don't look at that debate. No, that is not helpful. And at this point, if the Democratic voice pieces do not pivot, they will lose in November.
Look at all of that. But again, this isn't about decided voters. This is the undecided voters who will determine this election. I don't know people under 30 who are going to turn out for either candidate after last night. I was hearing from people who were horrified. They were embarrassed by it. It got into their golf handicaps and this pissing match between octogenarians. It's not right. It's beneath us as a nation. And listen, Joe Biden is a good man. I think he loves this country. I think he's a patriot. I think
he's not a felon.
The history books will remember him well if he passes the baton. If he stays in, and he will lose to Donald Trump. He's losing in every battleground poll. Give it 2 weeks till people process this debate. He will be plummeting. He risks turning this country over to Donald Trump.
These people who are sitting on the fence or something, or we're all in for Trump. I'm fascinated by that. It's almost like, when you're a woman and you're dating, so you have a really nice guy who takes holds your pocketbook while you're shopping, or really treats you well, and you're bored with him.
And you got
this other one who's a convicted felon on a motorcycle. You're hot for him.
Yeah,
he's the guy.
And we supposed to listen to y'all for political advice, and y'all talking about boys y'all used to mess with. If your husband is listening to this right now, he should.
So she think we like Trump because he a bad boy or he's a bad guy.
That's what they think. That's their excuse now. This is Griffith University, y'all. I hate watching it. I have to do breathing techniques after watching this show.
It's done.